This is Doom and Doom 2 now combined. We're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. So this is a combination duo bundled package, new version of Doom. Not to be confused with the other versions of Doom that existed. So you get Doom from 93, you get Doom 2 from 94, you get the master levels for Doom 2, you get the TNT Evolution, you get the Plutonia Experiment, you get No Rest for the Living, you get Sigil, and you get Legacy of Rust. So there's just a lot of Doom in one package. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of awesome. It's sort of definitive. So yeah, it's basically, I guess you would say, another remade package of Doom. So there's Doom, then there's like the 360 Doom version, and then there was Doom kind of like Xbox One, which got like a bumped up super edition, like basically like a remastered Doom, and now there's like this ultimate Doom combination of Doom 1 and Doom 2, where you can play it alone, you can play it locally up to 4 players, you can do online multiplayer up to 16 players with all kinds of different options. There's mods, and there's just a bazillion ways to play, well, Doom, with the awesome, iconic music, the blazing fast gameplay. It's a complete surprise that this exists, and it's kind of really awesome that it does, because, well, I mean, it's Doom, one of the most iconic shooters ever created, and a game that now has just an absolutely bazillion amounts of like content and gameplay to it. It's ridiculous. So what are we getting here? It's a 4K resolution at up to 120 FPS. It's clean, it's smooth, it looks fantastic, it's incredibly fluid. It is the best way we've ever been able to experience Doom, at least on the console side of things. It's kind of amazing what they were able to accomplish with this. I mean, like, Doom is an old game, so, like, it makes complete sense to me that we're getting, I guess you would say, a version that's upgraded like this. But I'm saying it just really in the sense that it's surprising that this exists, because, well, I wasn't expecting to see another version of Doom available anytime soon. So it's kind of a really, really genuinely crazy surprise that this is available. Seriously, it looks great, plays well, it's fantastic. You know, playing locally, play online, all kinds of different options. And there's way too much to this game. I don't know if that's ever been a thing before, but like they literally went out of their way to put together the biggest, most ridiculous combination of Doom content I think that's ever existed, outside of the idea of like getting this on PC and just downloading things people make. But they've conveniently made it all available in one awesome package for you to enjoy. Like, this is so genuinely awesome, and just, I mean, it's Doom. It's an absolutely iconic, fast-paced, awesome shooter game, and they just really kind of nailed it with different options. I should also mention that you literally can adjust the sound too, so we got this remix on here, but you can have the retro original sound too, with a fallback soundtrack. Kind of crazy. And then display options, maximum, you can change it if you want, so you have like the original version and stuff like that, but I mean, like, whatever. There's FOV, bobbing adjustments, safe area. Like, this is this is a pretty well compiled version of Doom for you to enjoy. Like, it's literally ridiculous just how much stuff is in this. So I talked about all the different like packaged campaigns, I guess you would say, that are available as part of this. But like, there's still all this crazy amounts of like multiplayer stuff present. There like literally is too much. Like, they gave us like a big multiplayer kind of like, I guess you would say, map pack. So it's kind of like in the vein of essentially what they did with the Quake remasters. So you get like, I guess, 187 missions. So that's like campaign missions and blah blah blah. And then there's like 43 deathmatch maps available. Like, it's just utterly insane, the amount of things in this. Like, it's crazy, right? There's the crossplay too, so you don't have to, like, you know, just play, like, by yourself or on one platform. You get, like, literal mods baked into this. So if people want, they can literally introduce just a ton of, like, content into this on top of what we've had. And it's just like it leaves the ultimate space for, like, this crazy combination of Doom action. And I think people are going to absolutely love that that is a thing that is available. That they're able to come in here and, like, play all of this shooter game. It's so well done. It's obviously a beloved classic. These games still feel incredible to play. Look incredible. And, yeah, I mean, it's literally Doom at its finest. I don't know why they did this. I don't think we really need to ask that, I suppose, too, but it is just the most pleasant of surprises that this thing exists in the way that it does. Groovy. Yeah, and a brand new set of achievements. Like, I'm actually really happy about this, too, because I know there wasn't everything fully hit with the highest levels of finesse with the last one. Like, honestly, the other versions where these were by themselves is totally fine. I'm kind of a little surprised that they kind of, like, combine the two of them. I think that's kind of an intriguing thing to do. Like, it makes sense to me, but I also think it's a little weird, right? Because it is something that has kind of existed by itself. Oh, I am so gonna die. That's not good. I can't leave the menu thing. No! I've been doomed. We're gonna make a save, and then we're gonna show off the multiplayer. So, yeah, local LAN online, enter room code, join match, create a match, and there's just, like, these lobbies of, like, people that are kind of going at it. We got cooperative lobbies, we've got deathmatch lobbies, and again, up to 16 players. And you get to 16 players, it's kind of crazy. Oh, we actually had a crash joining that one. Oh, Doom 1 and 2 crashing away, which is never a good sign for when you're doing a video review thing. When, yeah, anyways. I was playing the multiplayer earlier, and it is just insanity. I love the spinning button. Okay, yeah. Doom, because I went through the Doom 2 multiplayer. Anyways, online, join match, give me a good lobby, so you can just find stuff easily, right? Like, tons of different options. Let's join. I mean, I want to find, like, a 16. There we go. I think that's promising. And then, yeah, just playing 16-player multiplayer is crazy. Is that, like, the worst time I could ever join in? Right when it ends? Anyways. Yeah, all these people just having fun playing insane Doom. Like, it's just utterly ridiculous. Like, I don't even... Like, you can't even really do a lot in these battles because there's just so many people kind of, like, facing off against each other, but it's just awesome. Like, I'm gonna be kind of just sinking in the multiplayer here because this is just an utterly ridiculous thing to enjoy. For probably what is a short amount of time, I don't know, maybe long-term there'll always be co-op matches, but, like, it is pretty sweet that this has multiplayer. I mean, like, actually, you know, all the different platforms kind of being able to play together. Kind of reminds me of, like, Quake, right? Quake Remastered allowed us to basically, I guess you would say, enjoy the magic of, well, you know, Quake Remastered, Quake 2 Remastered, playing with others. You can still find matches today. It's kind of awesome. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here, where it's just going to be, like, a little bit of a frantic opening thing with easy playing with others, but right off the bat, and then probably less and less over time. But still, it's super cool to jump in this while it's hot, because, like, this is absolutely wild. Like, look at all the people in this, like, crazy zany action. I don't think they would have ever imagined that you would be able to play this game in this sort of way, if that makes sense, like, online like this. Like, it's just wild. I know there was online stuff for, like, the Doom games and obviously Quake and stuff, but you know, in this kind of like frantic, high-paced, smooth frame rate action, it was probably wasn't like a big thought of thing back in the day. But yeah, this is just kind of awesome. I really think this is just like the coolest thing in the world, doing multiplayer here. Because it's just crazy. Like, look at this. All these guys just moving around, and I don't know. I find this type of stuff a lot of fun, just for like the nostalgia and the style of it. The combat is just super cool, and then being able to battle others. Why are you not dying? I am like blasting my pistol hard out here trying to kill that guy, and he's just not dying. But this is kind of ridiculous, right? Like, it's just the chaos that keeps on giving and giving and giving, and you know, connecting with others and seeing them like chat with each other and stuff. Like this is really fun. I love how fast paced this is too. It's just like absolute insanity the whole way through. This is peak Doom, believe it or not. Peak Doom. And it's just so cool. Like I was just sitting here playing some of the multiplayer throughout the last day or so and just being like, this is awesome. There's so many people just like wailing on each other with crazy weapons. And I don't know if it's got the finesse that maybe Quake does for multiplayer action, but I don't know, they're just kind of special design, seeing all these like Doom kind of guys just run around just blasting each other. There are all these different like color sequence options, so you can all be like visibly seen more easily for combat, but it still is just ridiculous. Like, this is so kind of frantic and fast, and yeah, it really is kind of crazy. Like, honestly, it's just edge of your seat thrill ride. And I die a lot because there's just so much happening. Look at all the people blasting each other into like absolute oblivion. It's wondrous. It's wondrous is what it is. Although I do wish I was dying less and killing more, but that's the way of the Doom multiplayer. Okay, now we're gonna pop over, sadly leave the lobby. As much fun as I was having. It is time to play Doom 2. It really doesn't like it when you join and leave those kind of connected lobbies, does it? And as I said, like, I could probably sit here forever showing you stuff, because like I could mention 187 missions. So kind of trying to focus on Doom 1 and 2, but there's all these extra Doom missions you could do, and it's just yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Oh no! Kind of makes me wonder what else they got up their sleeve in terms of old throwback games. There's this little franchise called Wolfenstein that could really use a cleaned up original entry. Just putting that out there. Just putting it out there. But yeah, it's all the Doom shooting, blasting, and chaos you could ever want or expect. Like, it's just literally never-ending amounts of Doom. If you love Doom, you can just go on and on and on and on about it. I think I've said Doom like 3 billion times, but it all makes kind of sense because there just really is that much to this package. It is insane. I mean, you get 1 and 2 together with all these extra things. It's a very neat combination package, honestly. Just gotta like punch you with my fists. Ugh! I get down and personal if I need to, although I need a weapon. Yeah, it's kind of hard to actually fully convey the scope of all this, or really show this game off properly, because there just literally is so much content to this. Can I get like a gun? This is ridiculous. I need a weapon. Should there be like a shotgun somewhere? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Look at all the guys. That room always gets me. Hey look, a pistol this time. That's nice. That way I won't die ridiculously fast. Holy. I don't even know if I'm showing you necessarily all the best of the things. I was trying my best though for this video to showcase you like the first Doom and the second Doom. And then like, you know, give you a little bit of a taste of the multiplayer, because the multiplayer is so cool. Can't click that button, can I? They gotta come around and stuff like that. It feels so good to play, like it just moves so fast. I feel like I shouldn't open that room to the left there, because I'm just asking for death. Maybe I should have punched out these guys earlier. Believe it or not, this is peak retro shooting, honestly. And I suppose maybe some people maybe aren't playing or are playing like Doom for the first time. It's such a good series. You'll probably be legitimately blown away by it if you really get into the flow of it. I can see how it's a little maybe aged for some folks, but I think it holds up very, very well. And I always have fun diving into these games and just going around blasting stuff. Like, I mean, this is just energetic and exciting. And you're not getting, like, the full scope of things on the YouTube, obviously, since the, you know, like, I'm playing at 120 FPS, right? But, like, YouTube doesn't support that frame rate still. So you're not even seeing necessarily the full effect of it, but believe me when I say this game is smooth and so fast, like, it really just feels like I'm running at, like, a blazing pace. It's pretty spectacular. I kind of remember that area is supposed to open up. I really don't want to go and do Doom area where there's like 4 billion enemies. But sometimes you gotta go in and cause Doom. It's so cool. Yeah, not many shooters hold up to the degree that this franchise seems to. They really... Yeah. I wonder how many iterations of this game I'm gonna have played by the time I'm done doing what I do, because like I've already seen this like remastered and re-remastered so many times. It's getting a little like crazy actually. Like this one is a genuinely cool surprise to have pop up, because I was just like, I wasn't expecting this, and yet here it is, and it's just really looking good. I'm trying to remember the way to use the red key on the thing. I feel like I'm supposed to... Yeah, there we go. Why didn't I do that earlier? I already had the shotgun. Boom. Ain't nothing. But yeah, also a lot of Doom, if you're not familiar with it. Grabbing guns, blasting enemies, picking up key cards, getting health, getting armor, opening the doors with the key cards, grabbing ammo, trying not to die. Different difficulties that make fun of you depending on how good you are. Blazing fast soundtrack. Complete chaos. Lots of monsters and demonic presences. Timing is everything. Yeah. It's almost like too much Doom to handle for some people. Like it's utterly ridiculous. Legacy of Rust. There's just so many maps to this, it's just ridiculous. It's also cool seeing like modern takes, like this kind of stuff would be like a modern take on Doom. So they're sort of like taking some of the concepts of like how you might expect a shooter to work today, but like applying it to the retro thing. That's not even the best way to kind of put it, but you know, people taking different design ethos and stuff and applying it you know, in an interesting way. I think it's really quite cool. That's sort of, yeah, that's the idea I'm really thinking of here. Is just like, oh wait, we're like super strong. Oh, this is so good. So this is like definitive Doom. Oh yeah! And you get more tools and stuff and weapons to just unleash upon enemies. They have so much fun with this. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have just tried to chainsaw those guys like that. Probably not the best of ideas. And as I said, there were so many like cool areas and different like little side section games that I could have shown here today. And I don't even know if I fully did it justice, just how big this package is. Obviously I want things to be timely, but we could literally sit here and just like swap through all of these different, you know, kind of game modes and just have like a chunky, crazy time at this. But, yeah, I guess your mileage will also vary for your interest of the different Doom adjacent experiences. But, like, if you have been wanting more of this, because I guess there's not enough of this out there for you previously, you get it all, right? The campaigns, you get the action-packed on, like, multiplayer, you get the extra campaigns, you get the mods, you get the crossplay, you get the co-op action, you get the single-player stuff, you get the chainsaw, you get the insanity. It is purest Doom, running great, looking great, and being a wildly awesome time to enjoy for every type of person out there. Doom is great.